Hey everybody, Reed here with the Lexus GX460. I want to show you a simple modification you can make to this car if you do your own oil changes and your own maintenance to make your life a little bit easier. So this is the front skid plate that sits underneath the engine. This skid plate needs to swing out of your way in order to access the oil filter that sits around in this vicinity. This is a nice solid steel skid plate. It's not too heavy, but it's a nice solid unit, not plastic. And from the factory, there's 4 main bolts that hold this in place, and when you remove those bolts, the entire thing swings out of your way. The intent is when a technician at a dealership is changing your oil, they can unbolt those 4 bolts, swing the skid plate out of their way while the car is on a lift, and they're standing underneath it, and then they access your oil filter. Unfortunately, for you and me working on our own GXs and not paying anyone to do it, this doesn't work great when you have to work on the ground. So I don't have a car lift, but I do have a heated garage. I have to jack up the car or drive it up on ramps. Then I throw down a piece of cardboard and I just do my own oil change. It's not too complicated, but when the skid plate swings down and is perfectly sitting in your way, it does get complicated because you have to weasel your way in there to change an oil filter. A simple modification you can make is cutting off half of this tab on both of the little hangers, tabs, whatever you want to call these. By removing this section on both of them, it leaves you with a little hook. And this hook will still go into the bottom of your radiator support just fine, which will help you on the installation process, but you do have to be careful because your skid plate can fully be removed from the car and removed very easily. So if someone is not aware of this modification, they could unbolt the skid plate and it could actually fall down on them. So if you do ever have to have work done on this car and you take it to a shop, it may be worth telling them that the skid plate will fall once it's unbolted. Now, this modification is not illegal. It's perfectly okay for you to do this. You can do whatever you want with your car in terms of a modification like your skid plate, but it's just courtesy to let a technician know that you made this modification by cutting off the little hanger just in case something were to go wrong. But this will allow you to remove the skid plate fully, and it should make your job easier.